St. Joe Bruin basketball is on the air. This live stream of tonight's basketball matchup between the St. Joe Bruin Varsity boys team and Tri-County Rebels is presented by C-Spire, St. Dominic's, Salamukis Madison, Orange Theory Fitness, Blue Sky Landscaping and Maintenance, and Bank Plus. This live stream is also sponsored by Loyakino Consulting, Bright Business Solutions, Watkins Construction and Roofing, Young, Wells, Williams Attorney at Law, the Jarrett's Family, Marketing Design, Alexander Law, Venable Glass, M&O Facility Services, Gina Diamonds Flower Company, the McCarty Family, Glitz Events and Creations, Ross and Yerger Insurance, the Insurance Center, Benchmark Engineering and Survey, the Vanderloo Family, BP Electric Company, the Irwin Family, D1 Construction and Concrete, Samaco, Best Nails, Key Trust Properties, Isman Insurance Company, Marvel, Brandley, and Tardy LLC, Baptist Sleep Disorder Center, Downtown Basil's, Leonard Protected Services, Sister Theobald Catholic School, and Marcus Berger. We are live here from the St. Joe Bruin Den on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic School. Classes are out for Christmas holidays. Students won't return until January 3rd, but that doesn't mean basketball is gone. Basketball here continues tonight. I'm John Netherly, joined by my partner Nick Berger for tonight's game, pitting your St. Joe Bruins against the visiting Tri-County Rebels. This should be another great game. The Bruins are coming off a commanding win on Friday at Riverfield Academy, where they came out on tip 89-21. Ouch. In fact, the Bruins entered tonight's game with a 12-1 record. Their only loss was to Florence back on November 9th. Meanwhile, Tri-County comes in with a 3-8 record in a game last week against Greenville Christian. Berger, how you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm just living life, man. Excited to be out for Christmas, staying warm. You know, it's pretty cold outside.
Oh, yeah. This break came early, but, I mean, I'm loving it right now because we got no school for a minute.
Yeah, for sure. Excited for Christmas. Hoping to get a lot of presents, but, you know, just excited that the Lord, baby Jesus, is being born.
Oh, yeah, and spend time with family, too, so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, with about 6 minutes left in warm-ups, both teams are getting their shots up. Both teams look like they got some couple good shooters. We'll see. Tri-County looks athletic. You know, St. Joe is always going to be at their A game, and you know, I think they're going to have a good matchup here against Tri-County. You know, a couple guys out there look big, look athletic. So, I mean, you know what I always like to do is look at the shoe game, see, you know, what kind of shoes all the players are wearing tonight.
Oh yeah, I like this. It's the maybe third guy on the right. He got the gray. I'm not sure what those are, but some like some just generic gray shoes too. Or this dude has some Kobe's on over here too.
Some Kobe's? That's crazy.
Yeah, he has some high top Kobe's on. Haven't seen those in a minute.
It's like Brent or Allen rocking the Converse basketball shoes. That's not something you normally see.
Yeah. And then Derek and BJ. Oh, no, Derek is wearing the Hardens tonight, looks like. But, yeah, this game should be good.
Yeah. You know, speaking to Coach Howe earlier before the game, he said he's excited about this game, and they've been preparing for it by watching film and just, you know, keeping up, you know, and looking at their own film and critiquing the things that they've been doing. Even after a win like they had last week, they're still preparing. They're still preparing for the game as if, you know, nothing happened, and it's just, you know, they're at practice every day, even over Christmas break, just grinding. So, yeah, you know, and he just said one of the key things they're going to have to do is, you know, drive hard into the paint and play good basketball. And what I mean by that is, you know, solid rebounding, solid defense. You know, sometimes they have a little bit of a struggle of getting back on defense in time, and if a team really pushes it, they can't get back there on time. But I think in these last couple games, they've been doing a better job of improving on that. So I'm excited for this game, and I'm excited to see what it holds for the Bruins.
Yeah, for sure. So how's baseball been going?
You know, baseball's been good. We're preparing for baseball. You know, we daily, you know, during school we have practice, and, you know, we've been having after-school practice. We've had a lot of scrimmages, getting, like, you know, that game IQ up for the younger guys. And, you know, this year we have 9 or 10 seniors. So I'm excited, you know, got an old team, very experienced. You know, we didn't lose any starters last year. We didn't lose any starters last year. So all returners, and I'm excited about that. And, you know, I'm just excited what this year has to hold. Even though we moved up to 6A, I have a lot of confidence in this baseball team that we have right now. And speaking of baseball, you know, The baseball team is doing a fundraiser. For $30 on January 20th, you can hear the legendary former Mississippi State baseball coach Ron Polk give a speech, and he also will be signing and selling his book after. So if you would like, please go to the St. Joe Bruin baseball Instagram, and there is a QR code that you can scan to buy tickets, and I think it might also be on the St. Joe website. It does make a great Christmas gift. Indeed, and like I said, he will be signing his book.
So who is Ron Polk for viewers that don't know?
So for those that don't know, Ron Polk was a head baseball coach at Mississippi State, and excuse me, let me collect my thoughts. He was a longtime head baseball coach at Mississippi State, and he's actually considered to be the father of the SEC baseball, if you didn't know. He's originally from Boston, but he made his way down to Mississippi to coach the Mississippi State baseball team. And he actually compiled one of the most successful winning records as a coach in both the MSU and Southeastern Conference history. And in 31 seasons as a coach in the SEC, he compiled a 1,218 to 638 record. And he actually ranks 9th all-time on the wins list for 10-plus year Division I coaches.
That's what's up.
He also reached the College World Series 8 times. So personally, I'm excited to hear him speak. Just hear a coach so great like that give a great, if I had to imagine, a great speech, and hopefully get to read his book afterwards, and maybe he'll even sign my book.
Do you have his book personally?
No, I'm gonna buy it at the speech actually, because he will be selling and signing his book.
What is his book?
I think it's a book about leadership. I read up on it a couple days ago. I was reading it as the little part that tells you a little summary about it.
Yeah.
I'm looking up the title for you right now, actually. It's called Baseball Playbook.
Well, I
think it's about all the aspects of coaching baseball.
But yeah, that sounds interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Joseph Catholic School, home of St. Joe.
With about a minute left before the game starts, the girls are coming off of a good hard-fought win.
And the visiting Rebels of Tri-County Academy. Friendly reminder that the Mid-South Association of Independent Schools recognizes that the spirit of the game of basketball lives in skilled offense, effective defense, and a well-planned strategy.
We'll be right back for the prayer and national anthem.
Sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity are our #1 priority. Good sportsmanship will be expected from all groups associated with MAIS activities, and we thank you for your continued participation. If we could all rise and remove all headgear for a word of prayer and the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good and gracious God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare that was bursting in air
so.
Now it's time to meet our starting lineup. First, the visiting Rebels of Tri-County Academy. Number 1, Dean Gibson. Number 2, Cooper Johnson.
Looks like the starting lineup for the Tri-County Rebels is going to be number 1, and then number 2, and then number 3. And then looks like number 10, and then number 13. Looks like number 3 and looks like number 3 is going to be their 5-man. Number 2 is probably going to be their 4-man. Not exactly sure.
Yeah,
it looks like the starting lineup
they did not
for the
give us a
Bruins.
roster, so we
They did not give us a roster.
We apologize for everybody.
It's time to meet your starting five. At guard, number 2, Jan Williams.
Looks like number Jan's going to be starting at the number 1 spot tonight. Clean head shake.
At guard, number 3, Chris Gordon.
Uh-oh, Chris. Uh-oh, Chris. What do we got?
At guard, number 11,
Lame.
BJ Cooley.
Hi, BJ. Man, what was that, bro?
BJ.
Gotta work on the handshakes.
Center, number 13,
Yes, sir. D-Star. D-Star, Big D.
And at guard, number 24, Brandon Burns.
Looks like Lil B. Brandon Burke's going to be getting the start alongside Derek, Jan, Chris, and BJ. We want to thank Marcus Berger for sponsoring the starting lineups.
Appreciate it, Dad.
Look like the tip-off right here. We want to thank Equity Plus Management for sponsoring the tip-off, the first half tip-off. Bow, bow, bow. Looks like it's going to be Derek versus number 3 on the Tri-County at the tip-off. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down.
And the tip is
Oh, and they both missed. We're going to start that back over.
Looks like we're gonna re-tip.
Looks like they were both a little antsy. Might have jumped a little early. And Derek wants to tip off. BJ passes it back to Brandon. He's going to bring it up the court. Looks like the Tri-County Rebels are going to go into a 2-3 zone. So the Bruins are going to go ahead and go into a zone break. You know, key thing of a zone breaking a zone is going to be a big ball movement. BJ goes up for 3, and it's no good. Hits off the back of the rim. Derek gets the rebound, though, and goes up for 2.
Starling for 2.
Gittenberg, I like that right there. They were playing. They were moving the ball quick, moving it around. That's the perfect way to break a zone. So
Looks like the Bruins come out in a press, and they trap them.
looks like the Rebels weren't ready for the press right off the bat.
Yeah.
They're going to be playing some man defense. Number 2 has it in the wing for the Rebels.
Guarded
dribbles-
by Jan. Oh, he loses his
And
dribble
he
out of
couldn't.
bounds.
And it's going to be Bruins ball. Bruins throwing. Looks like Jan's going to throw the ball in. Looks like Brandon's going to bring the ball up. Looks like he's calling something out. Looks like Jan's going to be playing the 4 spot during this zone break. Gives it over to Chris on the wing. He's looking for somebody. BJ's coming through. It looked like there wasn't nothing. BJ in the corner. Gives it back to Chris. Looks like they're running some sort of high-low. Gives it to Chris. BJ to Brandon. Brandon back out to BJ on the wing. Jan gives it to Brandon in the corner.
Ooh,
He pump fakes, makes him jump. Jan shoots 3 at the top of the key, and it's good.
Good shot by Jan right there. Looks like they're going back to that press and see if Tri-County can break it. They do.
And I like the Bruins right now. They're putting good
steal
pressure
by
on the
Derek.
ball. And they get the ball up, and it looks like Brandon has it. Number 13 for the Rebels is playing hard, trying to get it. Brandon's doing a good job of controlling the ball, though. Looks like Coach Howe is telling him to slow down. Jan puts up a 3 from way downtown. Looks like number 10 is going to bring it up for the Rebels. It's at the top of the key, guarded by Brandon Burks. Now number 13 has it on the wing, guarded by Jan. Gives it over to number 1, who's going to drive in. Gives it out, passes it out to the corner, and looks like number 2 couldn't hold on to the ball. It's going to be Bruins ball.
Looks like Jan's going to bring the little BJ, or no, my bad. Little Brandon's going to bring the ball up for the Bruins.
Looks like he's going to give it to Jan, who gives it right back to Brandon. He's going to give it to BJ, who gives it to Jan in the corner. He's going to drive in. Nobody around BJ, who gives it to Jan, who gives it back to Brandon. Man, this ball moving. It's crazy. Chris puts up a 3, and it's good. Bruins are starting off hot tonight, man. That's what I like to see.
Love the 3-pointers, man.
Yeah, the Rebels are going to go ahead and call a timeout. Score is 8-0 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Bruins are off to a hot start. You know, I've only seen them miss one shot.
Yeah, one
shot so far. So it's a pretty good start to me.
Always a good start, for sure. Looks like Tri-County knows that. Looks like Tri-County knows that the Bruins are coming out in the press.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and set up a press break.
Yeah.
Number 10 brings the ball up. He's trapped, but number 2 gets it on the wing. See if he can hold on to the ball. He's trapped in the corner. Gives it down to number 3, who backs up, goes up for a layup. Air balls, and Derek gets the rebound. Gives it over to Brandon, who's going to push it up to BJ, and he threw it behind BJ, so it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Rebels ball. Looks like it's going to be number 10 throwing the ball in for the Rebels. And again, we're sorry we don't have we're just calling out numbers for Tri-County. We don't have a roster tonight, so we don't have any names. And that's going to be a foul on BJ. It's going to be the first foul of the game for the Bruins, and BJ's first foul.
On number 11, BJ Cooley.
Looks like the Bruins are setting up some sort of defense. Number 10 has it. He's driving into the middle. Passes it over to number 1, who's going to guard by BJ. BJ playing good defense, shutting him down. Derek closes out. Gives it over to number 20. Ooh. And number 13. Good for 3 by the Rebels. It's the Rebels' first points of the game. Jan over to BJ. BJ for 3. And it's good.
Looks like BJ and Jan have the hot hand tonight.
Yeah. Looks like the Bruins are still playing hardcore press right there, trapping everybody they can, every chance they get. Number 13 tried to put up another 3, couldn't make it this time.
Yeah,
Brandon pushes up, pushing it fast. Chris from the corner, and it's good.
3-point land and Bruins land tonight, baby.
Man, the Bruins are feeling it tonight, man. They're playing good tonight. Bruins are still in that press. Nobody there to help Derek. But Derek did a good job of getting back, recovering, and he was able to get a hand in the man's face.
Entering the game for your Bruins is number 10, Chase Cox.
Looks like number 10, Chase Cox, is going to be checking into the game for number 13, Derek Starling. Derek playing solid defense right now, you know, and he's doing a good job of getting up under there and getting some rebounds. Good shift by Derek. Brandon pushes the ball up to the middle of the court. He gives it to BJ, who pushes it in, out to Jan, back out to Brandon for a 3 at the top of the key, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Number 2 for the Rebels pushes it up, but Chris gets a hand on it. Chris and number 2. He goes up for the layup, and it's good.
It's Gordon for 2.
Looks like the Bruins are still in a, not really a full court press, but they're picking up about halfway down the backcourt. And that's going to be a jump ball. That's going to be, looks like the Rebels ball.
Yeah, Rebels ball.
Into the game for Tri-County is number 5, Eli Packer.
You love to see this from the Bruins. They have a lot of energy out here tonight.
Yeah, they're playing real good. You know, you got to be feeling good coming off a win like they did last week. That's got to feel good.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I mean, I feel like a lot of people would feel good about a 68-point win. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Number 13 has it. He's at the top of the key. There's a screen set on Jan, but Jan does a good job of getting back. Number 10 has it on the wing, guarded by Brandon Burks. Number 3 has it. One dribble pickup. Number 13 has it back. He drives middle, shoots from the free throw line, and it's no good. Chase gets the rebound.
Chris can bring the ball up, passes to Jan in the corner. BJ in the corner.
BJ in the corner puts up a little pull up, and it's good.
BJ with the baseline J.
We want to thank the Irwin family for sponsoring that 2-point shot. Looks like number 5 has it on the wing for the Rebels. He gets it into the corner. Looks like Brandon got a good hand on that pass, though, and it goes out of bounds. Way to slow down the momentum right
In the
there.
game for your Bruins is number 1, Jay Harris, and number 5, Allen Garrison.
Looks like number 5, Allen Garrison, and number 1, Jace, are going to be checking into the game for the Bruins. And then I think number 4, and then one other person checking into the game for the 23 for the Rebels.
Yeah.
Number 13 has it. He's setting something up. Has a screen set for him. He goes the other way, puts up a layup, and it's no good. Chase gets the rebound. He gives it to Jan, who's pushing the ball up the court. Looks like he's going to be running the one spot now. Allen has it down into there, and looks like he passed it right to him, man. Maybe tried to get it to Jace, I think, but Jace, I think the lane was clogged up.
Yeah.
Number 13 has it back, guarded by Jace, number 1.
Ooh, good pass by him.
Yeah, and they called a shooting foul. Wow. I mean, his hands were straight up, but
There's fouls on number 11, DJ Cooley. At the line for Tri-County, number 5, Eli Thacker.
looks like number 5 is going to be taking his first shot, and it's no good. We want to thank the Jones families for sponsoring these 2 free throws right here. Number 5 takes his dribble, second shot, and it's good. Score is now 18-4 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Bruins now have 2 fouls. Jan gives it to Allen, who gives it back to Jan. Passes it down to Chris in the corner. He's looking for somebody. Gets it to Jan on the wing. Gets it back to Chris on the corner. Jace is trying to post up, but Chase gets it and puts up a little maybe 5-footer. Couldn't roll in and rolled out. You know, such an unlucky shot right there.
Like number 5 in the corner. Passes the 23 puts a shot, and it's off.
Chase Cox gets the rebound, gives it to Chris, who pushes up. Number 13 tried to blow a little back tip. Chris noticed it, though. Gives it to Jan. Ooh. Gives it down to Jace. Gives it back to Jan. Gives it back to Chris. Gives it back to Allen. Allen puts up the 3, and it's good. We want to thank Baptist Sleep Disorder Center for that 3-pointer. Man, the Bruins are hot tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you.
Yeah, they for sure are.
Bruins are shooting
good
real
steal
good.
by Jan.
I can definitely tell they've been working on that one in practice.
Oh,
right off of
foot.
Allen's foot. Such an unlucky dribble right there.
Hate to have those.
Tri-County, number 2, Cooper Johnson.
Looks like number 2 is going to be checking back into the game for the Rebels. Excuse me.
Looks like the Bruins are coming out in a 1-2-2 press. And see what the Rebels can do.
Looks like they were able to break that press. The Bruins are going to go into. And number 2 puts up a 3 for the Rebels, and it's good.
Basket, number 2, Cooper Johnson.
Like Chris is about to set up a play.
Looks like they're still playing that 2-3 zone. Chris has it at the top, gives it to Allen, who's wide open for 3, and it's good. Allen Garrison, 2 for 2 from the 3-point line, and got 6 points now. Looks like they're back in that 1-2-2 press. Looks like I think that's what they've been in all night, honestly.
Yeah.
Looks like the Rebels were able to break it again. Number 5 has it on the wing. He's going to give it to number 13 at the top of the key, guarded by Jan. Number 4 is going to set a screen. Number 13 doesn't decide to use it, though. He's on the right side wing. Passes it over to number 2 as he's falling, and number 2 takes a shot, and it's no good. Number 4 gets the rebound, though, and he puts it up, and it's still no good. Clock is ticking down. 5-4. Jan's going to be pushing it down the court. He puts up one last shot for the quarter, and it's no good. At the end of the first quarter, the score is 24 for the Bruins, 7 for the Tri-County, and we want to thank Gina Diamond's Flower Shop for sponsoring the first quarter.
Well, Gibby, how do you think that first half went for Bruins? Obviously, they were up 24-7, but
I mean, honestly, if I was Coach Howe right now, I mean, the only complaint I have is maybe get a couple more rebounds. I mean,
yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
I mean,
it seems like the game plan is working, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, I'd take an encouragement right there. I mean, guys are playing hard, playing a lot of energy, and you know, they're not missing shots, and when they are, they're crashing the boards, all of them, and getting rebounds. So the Bruins are playing real solid tonight. So honestly, I'm really impressed. Berger, what are you thinking?
I mean, honestly, we're playing the best I've seen us play. Like, I haven't been to like a lot of games, but the games I've been to, I mean, we have lacked energy but it seems like they're coming out with a lot of energy, like more energy than they have before. I feel like that one that they had last week against Riverfield, I feel like that's keeping the momentum going.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I feel like that definitely helped fuel that one. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
At the end of the quarter, at the beginning of the second quarter, the Bruins are going to come back out. It looks like Chris and Brandon going to be at the 2 guards. Chase and Jace are going to be playing the 4 and the 5, and then Alan Garrison is going to be playing the 3 on the wing. Looks like the Rebels are still in a 2-3 zone. Jace is going to be at the top, sets the screen. Brandon gives it out to Chris. He gives it to Allen in the corner. He gives it down to Jace on the block. Jace has a spin move and a nice little layup, and it's no good. But Jace crashes the boards and tries to get his own rebound, but looks like it's going to be some kind of foul.
St. Joseph foul on number 1, Jace Harris.
It's going to be Jace's first foul of the game. Number 2 brings it up for the Rebels. He's going to give it over to number 13. Gives it to 10, who gives it back to 13 at the top of the key. Gives it to number 2 on the wing, guarded by Chris. Gives it to number 10 on the block. He dribbles in for the layup, and it's good. That's 2 for the Rebels. Brandon's pushing the ball fast. Bruins, are doing a good job of changing their paces. Sometimes they're going slow, sometimes they're going fast. And
Chris with a shot. Ooh,
Chris with the 3!
Chris Gordon!
Thank you to the Insurance Center for sponsoring that 3-point shot.
Thank you.
Looks like number 13 is going to have it at the top of the key. He dribbles in. He puts up a shot, and it's no good. They got their own rebound, though. Number 1 at the free throw line. He travel or foul. Looks like it's a foul. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a reach-in foul on Allen. Looks like BJ and Derek Starling are going to be getting ready to check back into the game.
Back in the game for your Bruins is number 13, Derek Starling, and number 11, BJ Cooley.
As I was saying earlier, the Bruins are doing a good job of changing pace, and
Sure.
they're also doing a job of controlling the pace. So on defense, they're doing a good job of slowing it down when they want. Number 13 has it at the top of the key. He's looking to set up something, guarded by number 24, Brandon Burks. He passes it over to number 1, who passes it to number 2, but Chris gets a hand on it and it goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a Rebels throw in from the sideline. Looks like, it's going to be a baseline throw in. Number 10 puts up a shot, and it's good. That's a 2-pointer. Score is now 27-11. Bruins are up by 16. Looks like they're still in that 2-3 zone, so the Bruins are going to go back to their little zone break. Brandon finds somebody passes. He looks to Chase on the elbow. Looks like Coach Howell is telling him to go somewhere certain. Gives it to Chase, gives it down to BJ, who puts up a shot from the corner. It's no good, but Chase gets the rebound, passes it out to Brandon, gives it to Chris, who gives it down to Chase, who gives it to Chris, and it looks like he's telling Brandon to set it back up. And Derek down there for a layup, and it's good.
Starling for 2.
It's like 10 has it on the corner, hands it off to 13.
Number 1 has it, guarded by BJ Cooler, gives it to number 13 on the wing, guarded by Chase Cox. Number 3 sets the screen. Number 13 uses it, but Chase does a good job of getting back to him. Gets it to number 10 on the corner. He drives in. Brandon does a good job of playing defense and stopping that drive. Number 2 has it. He's been a good competitor for the Rebels tonight. Him and number 13 are, I'd say some key players for the Rebels. Number 13 puts up a shot, and it's a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for the Rebels. This foul's going to be on number 13, Derek Starling.
St. Joseph fouls on number 13, Derek
I think that's going to be his first foul of the game.
At the line for Tri-County, number 13, Jacob Clearman.
Womp womp.
Looks like 13 is going to charity stripe for 2.
First shot. It's good. Second shot for number 13. And it's good.
Back in the game for your Bruins, number 2, Jan Williams.
Looks like Jan's going to be checking back into the game for Chase Cox. Looks like Jan might. Is he limping a little bit, or is that just how he runs?
Yeah, that's typically how he just runs.
Brandon gives it to Jan, who gives it down to BJ on the wing. Brandon has it at the block, gives it to Derek, who puts up a layup, and it's no good. Derek was under a lot of pressure there.
It's like one coming with fast pace up the court. Like he was taking it
He
for
drives to
himself
the block, puts up a little.
and lays it in.
Bruins are doing a good job of fast break. BJ went for a dunk. And it's going to call it shooting foul. It's going to be 2 shots for the Bruins. Looks like BJ tried to just bring it down a little too soon, hit it off the front of the rim.
At the line for your Bruins, number 11, BJ Cooley.
First shot for BJ. And it's good. And here's going to be the second shot. You know, one thing I notice about all these players that are really good at free throws, they do the same thing before every time they take a shot. And, you know, that's really important. You know, it's able for them to lock in. And that's what Coach Howell teaches, is for them to have the same routine for every free throw. Number 2 has it on the wing. He drives in. Nobody to help. He puts up a layup, and it's good. Brandon pushing the ball fast. Jan has it in the wing. And he gives it back out to Brandon. Looks like they're going to set something up. Jan's looking for something. Gives it to Chris. They got to keep moving the ball around if they want to break it. Brandon's looking for something to make something happen. BJ in the wing. Gives it back to Jan on the other wing, who gives it to nobody. He did a little pass fake right there. Gives it to Brandon at the top of the key. Gives it to Chris. Gives it down to BJ on the wing. And he puts up a layup, and it's good.
Yeah, that's good placement by BJ. He was in the heart of the 2-3 zone. That's always where you want to be, get the ball to.
Yeah, it looks like the Bruins are going back into that 1-2-2 press.
Two puts up the shot, but Derek gets the rebound. Looks like he's going to give it to little Brandon.
Gives it to Jan in the wing. Gives it back to Jan. He puts up a 3 from way deep. No good, but BJ gets the hand on it. Thought he was going to tip it in, but it wasn't. Just a little short. Jan did a good job of getting a hand on the ball.
I don't think that's a foul.
There's the foul on number 2, Jan Williams. In the game for Tri-County, number 4, Nathan Self, and number 5, Eli Tacker. And in for your Bruins, number 10, Chase Cox.
Looks like number 10, Chase Cox, and number 1, Jace are going to be checking into the game for the Bruins.
Looks like number 4 is coming in for Tri-County, and I think number 10 coming in for Tri-County also.
Number 1 has it. He drives in. Nobody around to help him. Number 5 now has it at the top of the key. He's looking to give it to number 2 on the wing, who gives it down to number 10 on the corner, who gives it to number 4 on the block, who puts up a little spin move, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Chase Cox for 3, but he gets it to Jan, who pushes it up to Chris, who puts up an alley-oop to Jace. And Jace couldn't get the shot off. Looks like he might have got pushed. It's going to be a foul on number 10 for the Tri-County. It's going to be his first foul of the game. Looks like number 23 is going to be checking into the game for number 2 for the Rebels.
Looks like the play that they had drawn up didn't work. Ooh.
And they're going to say that ball hit Jan and went out of bounds. I think he might have saved it. You know, I can't see from here because it was on the other side of the court, but looks like number 5 is going to bring the ball up for the Rebels in that case. Number 10 has it, gives it back to number 5. Bruins are no longer running that 1-2-2 press. Jace is guarding number 10, who has the ball. He gives it to number 23. He gives it back down to number 10 in the corner. He drives baseline, gives it up to number 5, who passes it to number 1. Bruins are doing a good job of getting on defense and doing a good job of help side. Number 4 has it in the wing. Chris gets a hand on it, but there was nobody to help him. Number 10 shoots it from the corner, and it's a 3, and it's good. Score is now 33-20 at the half. Or excuse me, not the half. 2 minutes till the half. Jan has it at the top, gives it to BJ, who puts up a 3 from the wing, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. Looks like Bruins might have lost a little bit of that energy. They're still playing tough, but the shots were just falling early. Number 3 is going to get the rebound for the Bruins. Chris, he's going to push it up. Gives it up to Jan on the wing, who gives it back up to Chris, who's going to throw it to the other side to BJ for a 3, and it's no good. He's missing. It's like the third time, BJ's missed a 3 in these last couple shots off the front of the room.
Looks like he's lost his mojo, but he's trying to get it back.
I have faith right now that BJ's always a good competitor. He'll make adjustments. That's one of the good things I do like about, That's one of the good things I do like about this Bruins basketball team is they're, in game they're able to make adjustments and adapt to things that needed to be adapted to in order to come out on top. BJ takes a 3, and this time it's good. What did I say? What did I say?
You called that one good.
Looks like Bruins are going to be back into that 1-2-2. Looks like they're running that 1-2-2 every time they make a shot. Not so much when they miss. Scores 36-20 with a minute left in the half. Number 21 has it. Gives it down to number 5, who dribbles up to the top of the key. Who gives it over to number 13. Number 4 sets the screen. Number 13 takes a shot from way deep, and it's good. Looks like he tried to fall and get an and one call, but the refs didn't call it.
Seems like 13 has a hot hand tonight also.
Yeah, like I said, I think number 13 and number 2 are some key key role players for the Rebels basketball team. Jace puts up a shot from the free throw line, gets his own rebound and puts it right back in.
I don't think Jace realized how wide open he was on that little jumper he had.
Yeah, sometimes that'll surprise you.
Yeah.
You turn around to the basket to take a shot and you're like, wow, nobody's guarding me. It's funny how that happens sometimes. Bruins are in a man defense. Guarding number 13 is Jan. He does a good job of getting back. 13 puts up a 3, and it's no good. Number 4 gets a rebound to put up what looks like it's going to be probably one more shot left. And Chris puts up an underhanded shot to end the quarter. At the half, the Bruins are up 38-23. We want to thank the Loyakata Consulting Company for sponsoring the second quarter. And we will be right back after halftime. Davis Hammond is going to be hosting your halftime show.
Hi, welcome back to the Salamukis Madison halftime show. I'm Davis Hammond, and I'm joined here by Coach Yates. Coach Yates, how has today gone for your girls' teams? Because I know that you are the JV girls coach, and I also see you on the bench for the girls' team, the varsity.
Well, the JV played very hard. There's some things we need to do better as far as handling the ball and finishing around the basket. But as long as we play hard, I think those things will come. And then the varsity had a big comeback win. We were down by 10 at halftime. Outscored them 19-3 in the third quarter. Maya Turner was a big part of that. Gabby Gray, a big part of that. And we were able to pull out the win in the last minute. We made some free throws. Gabby made 5 out of 6, and that was big for us.
Yeah, that was big. We were talking about on here how she got so many free throws, and she really did make all of them, all but one, and she really made it count too.
She did. She's good at getting to the line with the style of play she has. She can put it on the floor. Usually she's guarded by a guard, which is good for her because she can play the post as well as the perimeter, and that's something that leads to a lot of mismatches.
I know that you're a coach of girls basketball, but do you do any other coaching around St. Joe?
I do. I'm going to be the assistant coach for the tennis team with Coach Pironi, and I'm looking forward to that. We've had tryouts, and we've kind of got who's going to be varsity, who's going to be JV, kind of figured out. And they're practicing now 2 days a week, I think, to get ready for the season. And we ought to be pretty good. One of our better boys players will be a 7th grader, because a lot of times your young players in tennis can really come on and be your strongest players. He'll be one of our better players. So I'm excited about that. I love tennis. I play tennis, and I'm really excited about helping out with the team.
Yeah, tennis is looking good this year. And how do you think that the game has gone tonight so far for the boys' game so far?
Well, when you shoot like they have, it's going to go pretty well. I don't know how many threes they've made. I think it's probably about 6 or 7. They're able to move the ball very well against the zone. Tri-County is playing a 2-3 zone, and they've done some things to put some guard movement. They've gone with 2 post players, and they've gone with 4 guards and 1 post player, and really move the ball around. All 4 guards can shoot the 3. So when you shoot like they have, things are going really well. And the boys, like us, the boys are really getting better, particularly on the defensive end. They're really helping out a lot better and learning what help defense is. Coach Howell would tell you that. That's one thing they need to learn is how to help when you get beat. How can somebody step up and be the next man to help?
So this halftime show is sponsored by Salamukis Madison. Coach Yates, what is your favorite thing from Salamukis?
I like the calzone, and I don't know if it's calzone or calzone. I'm going to go with calzone. The meat calzone with the several meats like sausage, pepperoni, and all that. That's my favorite. My daughter likes the cheese pizza, but that's just because she doesn't like any toppings. My boys, we like a good pepperoni pizza too. Is really good.
Yeah, Salamukis is very good, and I know that if you're here at the game, and even if you aren't at the game, that you should just go by and stop by Salamukis after the game or any time at that. But so boys have been playing really well. Girls played really well. Bruins have won so far. They've won most of their games tonight. And so I have to ask you a question. I've been doing a poll every single halftime show I do. What do you like better, a three-pointer or a dunk?
A three-pointer because it counts for 3. Dunk counts for 2.
You're the first one to say 3 points so far. It's that's what I think. I would say that I would also like. Well, I can't say that now, but three-pointers, they are very. They count a lot more than a dunk would.
Yeah, they count 50% more. So and you don't have to shoot as high a percentage on three-pointers as you do on two-pointers to score more points.
Yeah. So what are your predictions for this second half of these boys' game?
Well, if we keep shooting like we are, it's going to be about the same as the first half was, and it'll be interesting to see if Tri-County stays in a 2-3 zone, which is going to allow us to get open shots, or if they go man. If they go man, we're going to be able to penetrate, pitch it out for threes. But I expect there's some things defensively that Coach Howell talked to him about that he wasn't pleased with, and I think they'll shore that up, and I expect them to come out here with about a 15 to 20-point win.
Yeah, so far, Bruins are on track to have close to a 70-point game. That's big, especially for high school. You don't see that much around here. Bruin offense has been doing amazing, and Bruin defense has also been doing very well. Alan Garrison has had, 2 threes. Brandon Burks, he's been having also a really good game. And so overall, the Bruins have had a good game. And what is your key to winning this game for the next half?
Just continue to make shots when you're open, and on defense, continue with the help defense and block out. They have hurt us on the offensive boards a little bit, so we need to do a better job of blocking out. I think that's the key. But if we keep moving the ball like we are on offense, we're going to get open shots. We just have to knock them down.
So I know that the girls had a really, really good comeback win today. Comeback win today. What do you think kind of helped that happen? Like, what do you think caused the comeback to really, really work?
Well, we stopped throwing the ball away, first of all. We had half as many turnovers the third quarter as we had the first quarter. And we were able to get out in transition with Maya and Gabby, and they finished at the rim. And I thought we rebounded on the defensive end very well and didn't allow them second shots like we did in the first half.
Yeah, that second half, me and Mr. Casarino were talking about it, how it's like it feels like like a flip switched in their minds almost, like where they just became a lot more consistent, competitive, just everything. They did a really good job in the second half. And so yeah, I'm Davis Hammond here with Coach Yates, and 30 seconds left until the boys play. Bruins are up 38-23, and yep. So last game of the night, and this halftime show is sponsored by Salamukis Madison. And once again, I'm Davis Hammond, joined here by the girls basketball coach and the assistant tennis coach. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I appreciate you having me.
Yes, you're welcome.
Welcome back to the live stream. We want to thank Glitz Events and Creations for sponsoring the beginning of the second half. Number 2 drives at the court, gives it to number 10 for the Rebels. Number 13 has it back to a fast-paced play already. Number 1 has it, passes it to number 10. He dribbles to the middle. He goes up for a shot, and it's good. No good. Hits off the back of the rim. Derek Starling gets the rebound and gives it to Jan. He's going to push the ball up the court. Tri-County's back into that 2-3 zone. Looks like Tri-County's coming out with a little more energy right here. Brandon for 3 in the corner, and it's no good off the back of the rim. Number 2 has it. He drives up the middle. It looks like he's going to be guarded by Jan. Derek puts up Derek goes up to block the layup, and it's a foul. Going to be 2 shots on number 2. It's going to be a shooting foul on Derek Starling. It looks like it's going to be his second foul of the game.
St. Joseph foul on number 13, Derek Starling. At the line for Tri-County, Cooper Johnson.
Looks like number 2 is going to go to the line for 2.
First shot. It's no good.
No good. They're the ones you got to have.
So it's going to be second shot right here.
Ooh, off again.
And it's going to be over the back foul on number 3. It's going to be the Bruins ball.
Tri-County foul number 3, Bryce Wernick.
He puts up a 3. And it's off.
Number 13 is going to drive the ball up the middle of the court for the Rebels. Score is currently 38-23 with 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Take the ball away. Take that ball away.
Good defense by Derek.
It's going to be knocked out by Chris on the pass. It's going to deflect it, and it's going to be Tri-County's ball. Number 13 is going to throw it in from the sideline. He gives it to number 2. Number 2 is looking to set something up. Number 1 has it, excuse me.
Oh, looks like some traffic in the lane on that screen.
Number 3 went to set a screen, and looks like they just called a foul on BJ for pushing too hard into him on the screen. It's going to be BJ's 3rd foul of the game, 2nd for the Bruins this half.
Like Jan's going to be guarding 13 heavily.
Number 13 puts up a shot.
It's off. Jan brings up the ball.
He was heavily contested on that shot.
Oh, yeah.
Chris drives in. There's going to be a foul. Looks like it's a grabbing foul on number 10 for the Rebels.
Tri-County fouls on number 10, Noah Brown.
Each team has 2 team fouls. Not the way you want to start the game, but
Derek has it on the wing. Gives it up to Chris. Gives it back to Jan, who puts up a 3 from the wing, and it's no good. Number 3 grabs it for the Rebels, and looks like BJ got a hand on it, but it went out of bounds. Looks like the Bruins are going to go into that 1-2-2.
I'm not sure what happened on that.
Looks like they called a backcourt violation on the
Yeah.
Rebels, so it's going to be a Bruins ball. Rebels are still playing that 2-3 zone, so Chris has it on the wing. He passes up an alley-oop to BJ, who puts up the layup on the alley-oop. We want to thank Watkins Construction and Roofing for that 2-point shot.
Thank you. Whoop. Don't you work there?
Yes. I actually came here right after I got off of work.
Looks like they had an and one.
basket.
Number 3. Big number 3 down there.
Joseph foul on their 13, Derek Starling.
It's going to be Derek's third foul of the game. Looks like Chase Cox is going to check in for him, give Derek a little breather. Derek's been playing hard.
It's like Derek has 3 personal fouls.
Derek and BJ both have 3 personal fouls so far. Chase Cox gets the rebound off the free throw. Score is currently 40-25. Brandon gives it to Chris, who gives it back to Chris, who gives it to Brandon, who gives it to Jan, who gives it to Chase,
Chase
who gives it to
drives.
Brandon. Brandon puts up a 3 from the top of the key, and it's no good. BJ gets the rebound though, and he puts up a little floater.
Floater.
Love a little floater. Number 10 has it. He gives it to number 13, who brings it up to the top of the key. He passes it over to number 1. Number 1 drives in.
St. Joseph fouls on number 10, Chase Cox.
It's going to be Chase's first foul of the game. And
Timeout.
it's going to be a Rebels timeout. We want to thank
Strikeout.
Alexander Law for sponsoring that timeout.
So the score right now is 42-25. The Bruins are up with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
You know, the Bruins aren't coming out as with much energy as they did that first quarter.
Yeah,
First and second quarter.
for sure. The energy's not there right now. Hope they can just get it back like that did in the first half. Looks like Tri-County has some type of play going on. See if they can get somebody open. Number 4 gets the ball at top of the key. Looks like 13 wants the ball. He gets it guarded by Jan.
Number 13 is going to drive in. He goes up for the layup. A little crazy layup. Didn't get it. Chris gets the rebound after it bounces around a couple guys' hands. It's BJ and 2 guys, and he puts up a floater, and it's good. What a beautiful Euro.
Nice move by BJ. Like number 10 is going to get out the ball right by Chris. Drives, puts up a shot, and makes it.
Noah Brown for 2.
Like Jan has the ball on the wing, passes to BJ. BJ passes to Lil Brandon. Back to BJ. BJ's looking by somebody to pass to. Gives it to Chase.
Gives it back to Brandon on the wing, who gives it over to Brandon on the other wing.
Puts up a shot and makes it.
Hey, BJ hits the 3. Number 13 has it in the corner. He's looking to somebody to give it to. He looks like he's going to dribble it up. Looks like he's going to try to drive middle. Brandon does a good job of getting in his way. Number 10 puts up a contested corner 3.
Air ball.
Jan tried to get the rebound. Looks like number 2 got a hand on it. Now it's going to be a jump ball. Looks like it's going to be the Bruins ball.
Bruin ball.
Number 15 is going to be checking into the game for the Bruins. It looks like Jace is also going to be checking into the game for Brandon.
like Chris gives it to Jan.
Jan's going to dribble it up the court.
Looks like he's calling a play out for the Bruins. Has it on the wing, just trying to waste some time, looks like.
Like they're just going to, it looks like he might just sit there for a little bit so somebody contests him. Jan's going to drive it all the way to the middle, gives it to Chase, who puts up a layup, and it's an and one. Possible three-point opportunity right here.
Tri-County fouls on number 4, Nathan Self.
Bruins are now up by 21.
At the line for your Bruins, number 10, Chase Cox.
Chase puts up the shot.
Chase makes it. Looks like it's going to be number 13 bringing the ball up the court for the the Rebels, excuse me. He gives it over to number 10 who passes it down to number 15.
But 15 just passed
Looks like he passed it right into BJ's arms. BJ puts up a little elbow shot. It's good for 2. Bruins have now scored 50. Bruins are playing strong. Started off a little slow this half, but they're coming back out. Showing what we saw that first half. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Corner 3 by number 10 for the Rebels. Number 2, Jan drives, gives it over to BJ in the corner. BJ pump fakes, makes a guy jump, tries to pass it to Jace. Jace couldn't quite grab it, and he goes out of bounds. Number 5, Allen Garrison, and number 24, Little Brandon, are going to be checking into the game for Jan and looks like Chris. Allen, you know, started off hot.
Let's see if he can bring it
his
back.
first 2 shots from beyond the arc both went in for 6. Number 23 has it for the Rebels. He's looking at somebody to pass it to. He's dead. He gives it. He can't find anybody to give it to.
Number 15.
Number 21 all alone goes up for a layup and it's no good. Looks like he was surprised by how open he was.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, man, that stuff throws you off. Pass it out to Allen for 3 in the corner. Just a little short. Brandon gives it back over to Allen. Gets it to Jace from the free throw line. It's no good off the back of the rim, and it's going to be a foul on Chase. Looks like he hit number 21 in the face when he was trying to grab the ball.
St. Joseph fouls on number 10, Chase Cox.
It's going to be Chase's second foul of the game.
Is it going to be 2 shots? Looks like we're... Looks like we have 2 shots.
Not sure what kind of foul they called that.
Not sure either. I think he's off with the first one. He's off with the second one again. Looks like Brandon, Coach Howell trying to calm Brandon down, bring him a little bit fast.
Jace gives it to BJ on the corner. BJ from the corner for 3. And it's no good. Jace hits it out, though. Does a good job. Gets it back to Jace, who dunks it. Hey! Boom, 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 boom. We want to thank Young Wells Williams Attorneys for sponsoring that dunk.
Jace with
The Rebels tried to put up a 3. It was no good, and looks like one of the Rebels hit it out of Jace's hands out of bounds, so it's going to be a Bruins throw-in. Brandon Burke's going to be bringing the ball up. Coach Howell tells him to slow it down. They're setting. It looks like they're setting some kind of play. Gives it out to BJ in the corner, who drives in. Little Euro, and it's a good for a layup. As the third quarter comes to a close, the score is 55 Bruins and 30 for the Rebels. Number 13 has it. He tries to drive in. He's double teamed though, and looks like a hand might have got in there and fouled him. Looks like it's going to be on number 5. A holding on number 5, Allen Garrison. It's going to be his second foul of the game.
Looks like 13's going to the line for 2.
So it's going to be probably 1-1. First shot. Oh, 2 shots, actually. Do they not do 1 and 1 anymore?
It might have been like a personal, like a.
Okay. Number 13 makes both their shots. 3 seconds left. Brandon's got to put up a shot. Allen gets the shot up, and it's no good.
At the end of the third quarter,
the Bruins 55, the Rebels 32. We want to thank Venable Glass for sponsoring the third quarter.
Friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen.
Burger, what do you think Coach Al is saying to the boys right now?
Just to probably, I hope, calm down, like with like the fast breaks and that they have, because I mean, with the score being so big, I mean, you want to score, but like you can use some of the clock to your, you have to clock to your name. So just let the plays that you have called up, let them play out, see if you can get a wide open shot, or at least an open shot at least. Necessarily don't need to score. I mean, scoring is, I mean, part of the game, but I mean, yeah, but looks like a new 5 coming in for the Bruins, or the same 5 that might have been out there. So we have Chris, Allen, Derek, BJ, and Jan out there for the Bruins. Looks like for Tri-County, you're going to have number 1, number 10, number 2, number 3, and number 5. So they're coming out in the 2-3 zone also. So let's see. Oh, look, ready to roll. Jan brings it up, passes to Chris. Allen the high post, puts up a floater from the free throw line, and puts it in. Looks like the Bruins come out in the man defense like they always do.
Number 10 has it, gives it to number 1 in the wing. Number 10 sets the screen for number 1. Looks like a double screen. Number 1 puts up a contested 3, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Derek Starling gets the rebound, gets it to Jen, who's going to push it up the court. Tri-County's still rocking that 2-3 defense. Jan has it at the top of the key, passes it over to Chris, number 3. Gives it back to BJ on the other side. Gives it back to Jan at the top of the key. Gives it to Chris on the other wing. Looks like they're just going to keep doing that ball movement so they can find somebody open. Allen gives it out to BJ. Chris has it in the corner. Derek has it, gives it to Allen, who's going to drive in, gives it to BJ out of the wing, and BJ puts up a 3, and it's no good. Ooh. You know, one positive thing, even though we didn't get any points right there, one positive thing that I did like is as soon as BJ noticed his shot was off, he started crashing the boards.
Oh, yeah. That's always what you want.
Yeah. Thought we might have had a fast break opportunity. Oh, wait, we still might. It's a 2v1. Gives it up to BJ. Couldn't quite hold on to it, so I got to just pull it out. Oh, BJ puts up a 3 from the corner and just left wide open. Nobody was there to play defense on him. Rolled in and out, though.
So BJ's on a little cold streak right now.
Jan tries to take a charge.
Back in the game for your room is number 24, Brandon Burks.
Looks like number 24, Brandon Burks, going to be checking into the game for BJ Cooley.
It's just a little out-of-bounds play that the Tri-County has.
You know, honestly, I think they've been running the same one all night.
Yeah, they've been doing the same thing, and the Bruins just locking it down. Let Chris guard number 2 heavily. Hands it off to number 10. 10 passes it to 3. 3 passes to 23.
Number 1.
Or, excuse me, 1.
Jan gets the rebound.
Oh.
He loses it. Number 1 has it. He drives in for a layup. And they called a foul on Derek. That's going to be Derek's 4th foul of the game. Not really sure what the foul was. Yeah,
I didn't see anything. But yes, the ref sees something else than we do.
Number 2 from the corner. No good. Number 3 gets the rebound for the Rebels. He puts up a shot, and it's good.
Like Jan comes up the ball, passes it to Brandon, passes it to Chris.
Who gives it back to Jan at the top of the key, who gives it to Brandon in the wing. who gives it to Jared at the top of the key, who gives it back to Brandon, who puts up a 3 from the wing. It's no good. Bruins are, ooh, number 1.
Back in the game for your Rebels.
It's going to be a Rebels throw in. Ball dribbled out. Ball went out of bounds, and it was called the Rebels ball.
Looks like 13's bringing the ball up for the Rebels. Guarded by Jan. Looks like 10 has the ball now. Guarded by Allen. Draws. Ooh. Looks like there's a foul.
St. Joseph fouls on number 3, Chris Gordon.
This is first of the game. Looks like 2 passes it to 5. Guarded by Allen. Looks like 5 trying to get it to 2. Looks like 2. Looks like he wants to drive it, but passes 13. 13 guarded by Jan, puts up a shot, and it's off. Looks like we are going to have over the back.
Tri-County foul is on number 2, Cooper Johnson.
Looks like that's his first
Back in the game for the Rebels.
first foul of the game.
Himself.
Number 3 goes out, and number 4 comes in for Tri-County. Looks like Lil Brandon's going to bring up the ball for the Bruins.
Looks like he's going to give it down to Derek for the layup, and it's good.
Starling for 2.
Scores 59-34 with 4:30 left in the fourth. Looks like 2's going to try to drive. Put up a shot.
Allen gets it.
I don't know
He's
about
going to
that.
call a foul on Allen. On Allen. He's going to be
I don't
3
know
shots.
St. Joseph foul is on number 5, Allen Garrison.
I don't know about that one.
It's going to be Allen's 3rd foul of the game.
That's crazy.
At the line for Tri-County, number 2, Cooper Johnson.
Interesting.
Wait.
Into the game is John Dean D'Antonio.
Looks like JD's coming in the game for he misses that shot.
It's going to be number 2's second shot. Remember, he is taking 3 shots. And it's good.
Makes the second
Score
one.
is now 59-35.
Number 1, Jace Harris, and number 10, Chase Cox.
See what number 2 can do. He makes this the third one. So he goes 2 for 3 from the charity strike. Score is now 36-59 with 4:20 left in the fourth. Looks like BJ's bringing up the ball for the Bruins. Looks like he passes it to JD. JD passes it back to BJ. BJ puts up the shots off.
And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Rebels throw in. And, folks, we just want to remind you one more time. Come spend an evening with Coach Ron Polk, former Mississippi State head baseball coach and Mississippi State legend. He is actually claimed to have made Southern Eastern Conference baseball what it is today. For $30 and $30 only, you can come hear the legendary Ron Polk speak on January 20th. Please visit the St. Joe website for more information. There's a QR code there you can buy him. He'll also be selling his book and signing it. Number 13 drives in for a layup, and it's good.
2 points.
2 points. Almost as much as Ron Polk. JD has the ball on the wing. Gives it to BJ. He gives it back to JD. JD for 3. And it's no good.
Looks like JD's a fan favorite out here. Everybody stood up when he touched the ball. The student section stood up for that one. It's like 5 has it in the corner, drives up to the top of the key, guarded by Allen. Hands off 13. Looks like a screen's coming in from number 4, but Allen goes over it. Another screen. And
13 drives in, puts up a shot, and it's no good. Number 10 gets it, passes out to 13. BJ gets a hand on it, though. And Chase grabs it, gives it to BJ, who pushes up the court. Gives it to Jace, and it's off of Rebels player's hand. It's going to be a Bruins ball.
In the game for the Rebels is number 15, Sawyer Pettit, as well as number 21, Walker Hildebrand.
Chase has it, gives it out to JD, who gives it over to BJ. BJ puts up a shot from the corner, and it's no good. Looks like BJ's shot was a little flat right there, kind of just rolled off both rims. BJ gets a hand on it. It's 1v1, and that's going to be a shooting foul. It's going to be 2 shots for the Bruins.
Probably the easiest call for the ref tonight.
Yeah, that was a pretty blatant foul.
At the line for your Bruins, number 11, BJ Cooley.
So BJ goes to the line for 2.
And with about 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter, score is currently 61 for the Bruins and 38 for Tri-County Rebels. It's going to be BJ's first shot. And it's no good.
Looks like BJ's been on a cold streak for the second half. Let's see if he can break it with this free throw.
This could be BJ's second shot right here. And it's good.
That's 1 for 2 from the line.
Into the game for your Bruins, number 12, Declan Foley.
Looks like Declan Foley is going to be checking into the game. Number 5 is going to bring it up for the Rebels. Gives it over to number 11. Gives it over to 21.
Guarded by JD. And hits top of the rim, the backboard, and Chase brings it up. Looks like Jace gets it. Puts up a shot and drops in off of 1 foot. Like 11 has it, passes it to 21 in the corner.
Who drives it to the top of the key, guarded by JD. Gives it to number 5, nobody to help. He drives in. Allen does a good job of getting back. Chase is right there guarding number 11, has nowhere to go, gives it to number 5. Allen's guarding number 5, gives it to number 11, guarded by Chase. Number 11 gives it over to number 21. He drives in. JD does a good job of getting in front of him. Declan gets a hand on it and blocks the shot, gives it to JD, who's going to push the ball at the court with a minute left in the game. He gives it over to Allen, gives it back to JD, gives it to Jace, gives it to JD, who gives it back to Jace on the wing. Who gives it to Chase? Who gives it to Jace? Jace for 3. It's no good. Bruins on a little bit of a cold streak right here for the 3-point line. I don't think they have much to worry about in this game. If the Rebels go on a 26-point run with 30 seconds left in the game, I think they deserve to have the win, honestly. That'd be quite impressive. JD puts up a floater. And the crowd goes wild. John Dean for 2.
Oh man, he's gonna live that one.
Jace gets a block. What they call him? I'm not sure. Okay, I think I saw some contact. Depending on. Oh, they called the foul on Jace. Interesting.
His second foul of the game.
At the line for Tri-County, number 15, Sawyer Pettit.
How's the college search going, Berger?
It's going well. We're in kind of like a gray area right now.
Gray area. Where are we thinking?
Right now, I'm waiting on Auburn, Hampton, and Xavier and LSU to see if I can get into there. But yeah, waiting to hear their
And that's
response.
going to bring the game to
an
a
end.
close.
Ladies and
Final
gentlemen,
score of the
that
game
ends
is
your ball game.
66 for the Bruins, 38 for the Rebels. We want to thank you for tuning in here on the Bruin News Now YouTube channel, or if you're listening on the radio, Bruin Sports Radio live. We will be back for our next game sometime later. Goodbye and good night.
Go Bruins.